Welcome to the Spooky Scary Show. We are two friends in two different states who discuss all things spooky, scary, and just downright strange. We read news stories every week. If you would like to suggest a topic or submit a paranormal story, email us at spookyscaryshow@gmail.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for spooky facts and updates.
Hello, Ghosties and Pinky. How are ya?
Good, how are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing good. It feels like it's been forever.
Really, it has been forever.
Oh my gosh, so what have we missed? What have I missed with you, Pinky?
Me just being a puppy mom and not having a life, pretty much.
Oh, how is he adjusting? How is he doing?
He's really good. He's actually like a really well-behaved puppy, but I mean, still a puppy and a monster with teeth, but I got up at 6 a.m. this morning with him.
Oh my god. Pinky is not a morning person, guys, so that's how you know it's love.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about you? How was your, gem show loot?
Yes, so yeah, we did, do the day trip, and I got, like, a lot of cute stuff. However, the prices weren't as good and as cheap as they were last year, but I didn't really have as much time as I wanted to visit more than, like, one giant area. But yeah, it was super fun. I got lots of really cool specimens and just living my best life.
Rocks.
Racks and crystals. And then leading up to that to that work trip, I totally missed my flight, Ghosties. And I spiraled. I was freaking the fudge out. I called a chick who I was supposed to meet up with, and I was like bawling my eyes out, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, and that was so bad.
That stresses me out so much.
Yeah, my, the owners of the companies, because it's like a small little marketing agency, and, the husband, Ben, walked up and was like, hey, so guess what I just found out? And I was with my manager, because we're all, like, walking to lunch, and I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And he was like, yeah, so Michelle, his wife, just told me that, you missed your flight. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. And because everybody knows I was very emotionally upset. Mm-hmm. And then, they just, like, started teasing me, and he told me a story of how he missed his first class flight to the UK with a client. And, like, it honestly happens, and, everybody gets one freebie, and that was my freebie, but my manager was like, guys, like, she's literally gonna cry, and,
like, basically don't fuck up again.
Yeah. But in, like, a really, really nice way, and then my manager was like, oh, well, it's nice to know we all get one, freebie there. And I was like, you didn't know? She's like, no.
I'm getting sweaty over here just talking about it.
I know. I was, like, freaking out. I was like, I'll buy a new plane ticket and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, you're not gonna do that. It's only a weekend trip. Like, you're fine.
Well, that's good that everybody was cool about it.
Mm-hmm.
I about had a heart attack the other day. I got an email from Southwest, and this had been, like, a fear of mine when doing what I was doing. So I'm going to Nebraska in July, and it's, like, super expensive to connect. There's no straight through flights from Washington to Nebraska. You have to connect somewhere, and it's all, like, getting off a plane and connecting on a new plane. And all of the flights, like, the shortest duration at the airport was, like, 10 hours. I'm like,
oh my god.
So my plan was, I'll fly to Arizona and stay for a couple of days, and then my mom and my sister are going to come with me to Nebraska, so we can all get on the plane from Arizona and fly to Nebraska. And it's actually, like, cheaper to do that. But my thing was, like, hopefully they don't change any dates so I don't end up getting back, because I had to buy 2 separate tickets.
Oh.
So I'm flying to Arizona one day, and I'm going to stay for a day, and then go to Nebraska, and then we're going to come back, and I have to come back on another plane back to Washington. I'm just like, oh.
Oh, that's too much, man. Oh my god.
And the airport codes, I fly out of Portland, so it's PDX to PHX. And last year when you guys came up, I did it the wrong fucking way. At
least you caught it, because me and my sister, we all looked at it and we're like, no, it looks right. And then you're like, no, like, it's reading Portland to Phoenix and we need Phoenix to Portland. So, at least you caught it, because none of us would have.
Yeah, and I ended up having to pay way more than I thought, too, which was stupid. It ended up being like $700 or $800.
Yeah. Dude, flights are no joke, man.
No. It's insane.
That's crazy, though. I'm so excited for you. I think your whole family's going to have so much fun. And I get to see you in April, maybe July, depending on how busy you are.
Yeah, we should be able to hang out. I'll be there for 2 days, I think.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. I'm stressed out now about airplanes.
I know. I hate flying so much. I fudging hate everything about it. Just, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, what else is stressful? What is our topic for this 2 weeks?
God, I don't even know what our topic is.
Terrifying
technology. That's what it is.
Yeah, boy.
And there's just tons and tons of stuff we could talk about, but...
Oh, yeah. Non-stop.
My topic, or my story, isn't really a story, but I'm going to talk about facial recognition. So... facial recognition is this technology capable of identifying or verifying a person from a digital image or a video frame or from a video source. There's a lot of ways this works, but in general, they work by comparing selected facial features from images with faces within a database. It is also described as a biometric, artificial intelligence-based application that can uniquely identify a person by analyzing patterns based on the person's facial textures and shape. So, when it was first introduced, it was more a form of computer app, but it's being used more these days on mobile platforms and in other forms of technology, such as robotics. It's typically used as access control and security systems and can be compared to other biometrics, such as fingerprint or iris recognition systems.
Let me ask you this. For your phone, do you choose to have, like, the facial recognition to, like, unlock your phone?
Nope.
And same. And when logging into your bank, Chase, you can do, like, your fingerprints. Do you choose to log in with your fingerprint?
I do the fingerprint, and I am like, ooh, but it's so fucking convenient.
I know. I mean, I don't do any of them. I don't even have, like, those customized apps that, like, scan your face so you can make, like, emojis or, like, whatever. I am so paranoid. I'm like, nah, bitch. Like, Facebook already knows my face. And they already scan for fake profiles of my face. So that's enough for me.
Yeah. The fingerprint one, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I guess, but...
yeah.
Anyway, the accuracy of facial recognition systems as a biometric technology is lower than iris recognition and fingerprint recognition, but it's widely adopted due to its contactless and non-invasive process. Recently, it's become popular as a commercial identification and marketing tool. Other applications include advanced human-computer interaction, video surveillance, automatic indexing of images, and video database, among others.
What does the government need with all of this information? Where are you storing this information? Are you going to make a clone of me, government? I have questions.
Just going to take all your personal freedoms and rights away. No big deal.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, the usual.
I'll get into that, though. So in the United States, the U.S. Department of State operates one of the largest face recognition systems in the world with a database of 117 million American adults, with photos typically drawn from driver's license photos. Although it's still far from completion, it's being put to use in certain cities to give clues as to who was in the photo. The FBI uses the photos as an investigative tool, not for positive identification.
You know, the UK does stuff like that. The UK is actually introducing facial recognition. So, like, because they have cameras everywhere, they wanted to actually, like, immediately, like, identify and, like, pull up your, like, your name, and I don't know if it's called a social security number over there, but, like, basically all of your info. It's terrifying.
China, too. China's real bad about it, too. Have you followed any of the stuff that has been going on in Hong Kong lately? So, Hong Kong, I'm not, like, 100% on... It's something to do with, like, Hong Kong being independent of communist China. And there's some deal that's happening. Basically, mainland China doesn't want Hong Kong to be independent. They want them to be under the communist, you know, rule. So, like, they have cameras everywhere on every street, and there was big protests and riots and shit for the, you know, basically their freedoms. Like, you've got people in Hong Kong holding American flags and literally, like, yeah, it's really sad. Kind of reminds me of some of the stuff they did. It kind of reminds me of that, what's that show? Black Mirror? You know, the episode with the phones and, like, the social system where, like, if you don't do the right thing, you get... There was, like, some instance where some guy was denied, entry to a bus or something because he did something fucked
like
up.
Planes and stuff. Yeah, because your rating is so low. Like, you're marked as, like, undesirable.
Fucked up.
Yep, and I think they're introducing that too. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like, even in the show Black Mirror, like, if you literally do nothing, a person can still, like, downvote you for, like, no apparent reason. And then the chick in the episode literally spirals because it's just, like, no matter what she does, she just keeps fudging everything up, and then she just snaps, and it's really liberating for her.
I kind of feel like that's, like, how our social media is anyway. Like, it's a representation of how we are socially. Like, if you do something wrong, you get, like, socially, what is the word I'm looking for? Cancelled culture? I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, social media... I mean, right now I'm unplugging for social media for, like, my brain for mental reasons, because it is just like a very, it can be, not for everybody, but just like a very negative, very, like, competitive, like, Instagram. It's all based on your looks and whoever's, like, the hottest, and then everybody just likes to bitch and complain on Facebook and everything. So for me, I'm unplugging for a little bit. I mean, I kept my Reddit threads and my TikTok.
I was gonna say, I bet you still have TikTok. That's really all I do on Facebook, though, is, like, watch videos and read people arguing about politics. It amuses me. All right. As of 2016, facial recognition was being used to identify people in photos taken by police in San Diego and Los Angeles, not on real-time video and only against booking photos. And use was planned in West Virginia and Dallas. In recent years, Maryland has used face recognition by comparing people's faces to their driver's license photos. The system drew controversy when it was used in Baltimore to unrest unruly protesters after the death of Freddie Gray in police custody. That was the other thing I was going for when I brought up the Hong Kong thing. I, like, lost my train of thought. The protests, they used their video cameras to, like, arrest a bunch of people and deport them to mainland China and probably kill them, honestly.
Oh, no!
Yeah, like, it is super serious over there for people in China right now.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god.
Many other states are using or developing a similar system. However, some states have laws prohibiting its use. The FBI... Sorry, were you going to say something?
Sorry. Oh no, I was just agreeing with that. They should have laws to prohibit the use. Like, that's stupid.
I think California, of all places, has laws prohibiting the use, which is kind of crazy to me, but...
Yeah, it is actually illegal to take a picture or to record someone without their consent. I think it's also because of, like, paparazzi and celebrities and everything is so big there that, yeah, you have to have consent or whatever.
It's crazy. The FBI has also instituted its next generation identification program to include face recognition as well as more traditional biometrics like fingerprints and iris scans, which can pull from both criminal and civil databases. The Federal General Accountability Office criticized the FBI for not addressing various concerns related to privacy and accuracy. In 2019, researchers reported that Immigration and Customs Enforcement uses facial recognition software against state driver's license databases, including for some states that provide licenses to undocumented immigrants.
Yep, I speak coming for you, homies. Doesn't mean it's good or at all. Me. It makes me so mad. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Me.
You sure?
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like they just obsess so much about the immigrants and deporting them, and that they are literally doing like, I can't come up with words to, like, what I want to say. Like, they're going to such great lengths to try and get these people, but in reality, most of these people come over here for asylum and for help and to escape, you know, everything, and it just makes me mad.
Yeah. It's sad. I feel for those people, I really do. I can't say I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. There's a documentary on Netflix that Selena Gomez documented, and it's about immigrants, and literally, like, every single episode is a different family. You know, there's people from Africa, people from Cuba, like, all over, and 10 out of 10 you will probably cry, because people are literally coming over here for sanctuary and to be protected from people who are trying to kill them, or like a mother who's just trying to do whatever she can just to protect her kids from an abusive ex-husband who's also a police officer in Mexico, and if you're a police officer, well then you're...
And the cartel.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. But people over here are just concerned with other things of like, oh, they're all bad, they're all gangs, and oh, they're taking our jobs. And
they're all from Mexico, because other people don't immigrate from other places.
Yeah, it's like, no, like, slavery is still, like, huge in Africa, and people are, you know, coming over here to not be sold and into slavery, and I don't know, it's crazy. It's sad.
It is. This goes into China a little bit. As of late 2017, China has developed facial recognition and artificial intelligence technology in Xinjiang? Hopefully I said that right. Xinjiang? Reporters visiting the region found surveillance cameras installed every 100 meters or so in several cities, as well as facial recognition checkpoints at areas like gas stations, shopping centers, and mosque entrances.
Jesus.
Okay, so here is why it is terrifying. Some fear that it could lead to a total surveillance society, with the government and other authorities having the ability to know the whereabouts and activities of all citizens around the clock. This knowledge has been, is being, and could continue to be developed to prevent the lawful exercise of rights of citizens to criticize those in office, specific government policies, or corporate practices. Many centralized power structures with such surveillance capabilities have abused their privileged access to maintain the control of the political and economic apparatus and to curtail populist reforms. This is a bill that was introduced January 16th in 2020, this year, in Virginia. If any person with the intent to coerce, intimidate, or harass any person shall use a computer or computer network to communicate obscene, vulgar, profane, lewd, lascivious, or indecent language, or make any suggestion or proposal of an obscene nature, or threaten any illegal or immoral act, he is guilty of a Class 1 misdemeanor. A violation of this section may be prosecuted in the jurisdiction in which it was made, blah, 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 blah. But, like, what? First Amendment say what? Like, you can't talk shit about fucking,
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Like, the whole internet, it's like, I'm sorry, but that's not how, like, the internet works. I mean, even YouTube has really tried to kind of crack down on, like, bullying and everything, but I'm like...
it's a little... While I don't agree with, like, the silencing of free speech on, like, YouTube and Facebook, it's a little bit different because it is a private platform. And
True.
People who own that platform can do whatever they want. But you can't make it a fucking misdemeanor to talk shit about what did it say? It was just like, oh, I didn't read it all. I didn't finish the thing. It was basically about the governor-elect, lieutenant governor, attorney general-elect, a member or employee of the General Assembly, or a justice of the Supreme Court of Virginia. You can't talk shit about those people. That's what it was about.
Yikes. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, because
Yeah.
the government... So they're like, I don't like all the mean things you say about me, so if you make anything vulgar, profane, or lewd, that's gonna be a misdemeanor. And that's gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah, you literally can't criticize governors or judges or, like... No, that's not how that works. I'm pretty sure you're an elected official, and if you're doing a shit job...
And they say we're the snowflakes. And we're the weenies.
Okay,
but we're not the
boomer.
one passing fucking shit to be like, you can't say nothing bad about me because it hurts my feelings and you need to go to jail.
Oh, God.
Fucking snowflakes.
Okay, boomer. Yeah, most definitely big, high critical yikes.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Face recognition can be used not just to identify an individual, but also to unearth other personal data associated with an individual, such as other photos featuring the individual, blog posts, social networking profiles, internet behavior, travel patterns, all through facial features alone. Concerns have been raised over who would have access to the knowledge of one's whereabouts and people with them at any given time. And you can't avoid it. Like, you're gonna hide your face every day.
Yeah, literally.
This, changes, like, our everyday behavior and our privacy. And, any marketer, government agency, random stranger could secretly collect your identity and associated with personal information on the internet, and you're not consenting to that.
Yeah. Yeah, probably don't even know that it's happening. Like the whole Facebook scandal of them selling our data to advertisers and everything. And like, we didn't know about it, but Facebook knew about it. And obviously people were upset because it's like, for one, quit listening to me if I talk about cat food. I don't want to see no ads for cat food popping up on my Facebook.
No, it's so wrong.
Yeah,
it's Facebook's
crazy.
coming up. I get into it. Fucking
okay.
lizard man Zuckerberg. God. It was, face recognition was used in Russia to harass women allegedly involved in online pornography.
Oh, shit.
In Russia, there's an app called Find Face, which can identify faces with about 70% accuracy using the social media app called VK. Apparently, it's not possible in other countries that don't use it as their media platform. Photos are not stored the same way. Facebook, their thing is called DeepFake. Social media websites such as Facebook have very large numbers of photographs of people annotated with names. This represents a database which may be abused by governments for face recognition purposes. Facebook's DeepFake has become the subject of several class action lawsuits under the Biometric Information Privacy Act, with claims alleging Facebook is collecting and storing face recognition data of its users without getting consent. But it's not clear if that's going to help protect privacy rights.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Have you seen that movie with the guy and he worked for, like, the FBI with, like, facial recognition, and he actually didn't agree with how the FBI was, like, abusing it, so then he brought a lot of that stuff to light, and then that kind of caused, like, a lot of, like, trife, because they're basically saying he was a spy, and basically he had to move to Russia in order just
Was it Edward Snowden?
Yes! Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of him. There was some, there was some crazy shit with that guy.
Yeah. It reminds me of... that movie's a good one, guys. Ghosties.
What's the movie?
Oh, it's just called Snowden. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to watch it.
Oh my gosh, you would love it. It's so good, and it's literally terrifying. Like, it made me so paranoid over my phone because he couldn't, like, tell his girlfriend a way to, like, protect herself, really, and, I don't know. It's so good. You guys have to go watch Snowden.
I will watch it. I am interested. This next little part talks about how, in December, when Facebook rolled out the new feature that notifies a user when someone uploads a photo that includes what Facebook thinks is their face. Fucking creepy. Even if they're not tagged, they're like, is this blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, let me tell ya. So I have 2 Facebook accounts. I have my personal one, and then I have my work one. And they're constantly trying to take down my work Facebook because they, scan and find my other one, even though it's like a different headshot that I've never used on Facebook. But it still, like, matches my face, and they know it's me.
Ugh.
So
Aren't you
I have
not
to
allowed
send them
to have one?
But I had to, like, take a picture of my ID, and then take a picture. They give you a code, and I had to write the code on a sticky note and take a picture of me holding the sticky note along with my license to Facebook to get them to unlock the page.
Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I was so pissed.
Really, if we were smart, we would just get the fuck off of all of it. Yeah. The phones, the Facebook. Like, I'm straight up addicted. And it's not good. Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Any of this sound familiar? In the dystopian 1949 novel, which is called 1984 by George Orwell, the Thought Police are the secret police of the superstate Oceania who discover and punish thought crime, personal and political thoughts unapproved by the party. The think pool uses criminal psychology and omnipresent surveillance, telescreens, microphones, informers, to search for and find, monitor and arrest all citizens of Oceania who would commit thought crime in challenge to the status quo authority of the party and the regime of Big Brother. In the story, the think pool conduct false flag operations to lure nonconformist members of the party to expose themselves as politically subversive of Oceania. All of this just settles not well with me. It's very like Handmaid's Tale, Orwellian, and ugh.
Yep.
There was a gun rally on January 20th in Virginia because of, like, a bunch of shit that went down with them, like, trying to ban assault rifles and all that stuff, and they used facial recognition and to identify people who were called 3%ers. I don't know if you've ever heard of 3%ers.
Is that like bikers?
No,
that's 1%ers.
I've never heard of 1%ers. The term 3%ers refers to the belief that only 3% of colonists fought against the British during the Revolutionary War, but achieved the liberty in America for everybody.
Oh.
Like, that's the amount of people that fought, that were like, hell no, we're not doing this, fuck your tea and your taxes. So,
dang.
But, like, the government labels these people as, like, a militia and terrorists, and, I read about people saying the FBI was, like, knocking on people's doors that were at the rally and shit.
Oh, fuck that. Nope.
Yeah.
Go away.
Someone was questioned by police just for, like, being on camera looking at the Capitol, and they said that they were, like, scouting, or doing reconnaissance, scouting a plan to, I don't know. There was a woman who was arrested at the rally for wearing a mask, which is illegal in Virginia. To wear a mask in public with the intent to conceal their identity. Next is FaceApp, which is also very fucking freaky.
Oops.
Yeah,
I downloaded it.
It's so much fun. It has 2.5 billion monthly active users. It, too, applies facial recognition to photos that users upload to its servers. It also actively pushed out a VPN that allowed it to track the activity of anyone who installed it, not just within the Facebook app, but anywhere on their phone. Apple finally banned the app. Facebook snuck it in again through the back door. And that's before you get to the privacy violations that have led to a reported $5 billion fine from the FTC, a record by orders of magnitude.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People have expressed concern that FaceApp's terms of service include a perpetual, irrevocable, non-exclusive, royalty-free, worldwide, fully paid, transferable, sub-licensable, license to use, reproduce, modify, adapt, publish, translate, create derivative works from, distribute, publicly perform, and display your user content in any name, username, or likeness provided in connection with your user content in all media formats and channels, now known or later developed, without compensation to you. Facebook has a similar policy, which basically means that anything that you put on Facebook is no longer yours.
Yup. Anything that really kind of gets, unless it's like copyrighted, but anything other than that, like uploaded onto the internet, like you don't own it unless copyright, but you know.
I mean, like, yeah, you have copyrights, but I don't know, when you submit something to like Facebook and I don't know.
I know.
It's obviously not just Facebook. Look at Life360, a family tracking app that turns user data into revenue through advertising and partnerships. TikTok, based in China, a country with a damning history of facial recognition abuses. For years, U.S. carriers sold detailed location data of their customers without explicit consent. As noted by Adweek reporter Shoshana Wodinsky, FaceApp itself sends data to DoubleClick, the Google-owned ad company, and to Facebook, and so do countless others. Should you be worried about FaceApp? Sure, but not necessarily more than any other app you let into your photo library or any other part of your phone. Your data and internet usage patterns make a company millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's for sure. And are we getting anything from it? Nope. Nothing but stupid ads that you said out loud to a friend.
Fucking creepy.
You know what's kind of crazy is, like, I don't know, because, like, Facebook is supposedly not supposed to be doing this anymore, but I have been getting, better health, like, ad things in, like, my Facebook and everything. And it's just kind of weird because it's just like, okay, well, I don't post anything about mental health, like, online. Like, it's only, like, conversations I have with my friends or, like, within, like, Messenger and stuff. And then it's still, like, but that one I don't mind because, yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody does actually kind of need that out there, but it's just so weird. I don't like it.
I mean, I've come to accept, like, the tracking of the internet usage and all that stuff. I get a bunch of puppy stuff, but I do click on puppy stuff. But yeah, I was apprehensive of downloading the Facebook app and the Messenger app for years. I refused. And then I finally gave in because they forced you to. You had no fucking choice if you wanted to use Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So
Zuckerberg.
You're the reptilian. Huh? Get out of here. So your facial recognition actually leads perfectly into my DeepFake videos.
Deep face.
Yep, deep face, deep fake. So without the deep face, I don't think there would be deep fake videos.
It must be something like related to the technology or something. Why the name?
Yep, I think so. For those of you who might not know, deep fakes are a branch of synthetic media in which a person in a existing image or video is replaced with someone else's likeness using artificial neural networks. They often combine and superimpose existing media onto source media using machine learning technologies known as autoencoders and generative adversarial networks.
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, I have it mentioned down below, but these computers are teaching themselves how to do this. Like, sure, like, a human obviously kind of, like, created the whole system in and of itself, but the computers are talking to itself in order to, like, improve itself, and it's just crazy.
Artificial intelligence. FaceApp uses it too. So does Snapchat. Whenever you have those filters that, like, change your face, that's like an AI. Yeah. FaceApp can make you smile. Have you done that? Where it puts this fucking smile on you? So goddamn creepy. I hate it.
I hate it. It's like, my teeth don't even look that good. Deep fakes have garnered widespread attention for their uses in celebrity pornographic videos, revenge porn, fake news, hoaxes, and financial fraud. This has elicited responses from both industry and government to detect and limit their use. So the history behind it was the development of deep fakes have taken place to a large extent in two settings. The first one being research at academic institutions and development by amateurs in online communities. So you have the academic people, and then you most likely have, like, anonymous people who are just, like, super fucking smart.
Yeah.
Both are smart, but, you know. So, since these computers have taught each other basically how to improve these deep fakes, this has gained interest from the Pentagon. The Synthesizing Obama program, published in 2017, it's a modified video footage of former President Barack Obama to depict him mouthing the words contained in a separate audio track. So it looks like he's saying something that he's never said before.
I've watched
the project,
that. It's insane.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm like, no way. I don't know. The project lists as a main research contribution its photorealistic technique for synthesizing mouth shapes from audio. The face-to-face program, published in 2016, modifies video footage of a person's face to depict them mimicking the facial expressions of another person in real time. The project lists as a main research contribution the first method for reenacting facial expressions in real time using a camera that does not capture depth, making it possible for the technique to be performed using common consumer cameras.
Yikes.
Insane. I know, yeah.
It basically will, like, make it so you can believe nothing. Unless you physically see it in person. I mean, it's kind of already like that with, like, photo and video manipulation, but, like, really can't believe anything you see.
Yeah, seriously. And this is just, like, the beginning.
Yeah.
You know? So basically, because I was also like watching YouTube videos on it too. So the computer watches like a few different things at once. So it watches our lips and it matches it with our sound waves. So it records your lips and then it records your sound waves. So when the new face is pasted over, you know, like the focal points of your face, it already knows how to align your words. It also records the lighting from where you are sitting to display it in the video of where that person is. So that way it can better match the lighting so it looks more authentic. But for me personally, because I was like watching a lot of these, I feel like there's one thing you can't fake with the deepfake videos, and that is actually life behind eyes. Mm-hmm. Because we have like a certain like little twinkle or like a little sparkle or something that just like lets you know, like, you know, a robot doesn't look alive. Yeah. And I don't think AI can match that little thing we have, you know?
I watched one. It was a guy, and he was doing, like, impersonations of actors. And as he was impersonating the actors, their faces were on his face. And, like, for a while, my brain wasn't even, like, catching it. It was so fucking weird. Like, he had, like, Nicolas Cage face, and then it transitioned to somebody else's face, and then it went back to, like, him originally. I was like, what is happening here?
My brain can't keep up, because our brains have never seen this before.
And it was, like, familiar faces, like, I don't know. I just...
Yeah. Yep. This is just, like, the beginning of it. 2016, it's 2020 now. Imagine this shit 20 years from now.
Nope.
Insane. Maybe it will be able to actually mimic life behind our eyes.
Nobody will have to do anything anymore. It'll all be like AI.
Yep. Sorry, movie stars. Y'all ain't gonna have a job no more.
AI's a lot cheaper than you, boo-boo.
That's right. Oh, I love it. So I kind of went into a little bit background information about the amateur development. So the term deepfakes originated around the end of 2017 from a Reddit user named Deepfakes. He, as well as others in the Reddit community, r/deepfakes, shared deepfakes they created, many videos involving celebrities' faces swapped onto bodies of actresses in pornographic videos. What's that girl's name from
Emma Watson?
Yes, yeah.
I think I've seen some of that too.
She's a big one. Selena Gomez is a big one. Anyways, I'll get into that. While non-pornographic content included many videos with actor Nicolas Cage face swapped into various movies. If you haven't seen that, go Google it. It is the funniest shit you'll ever see. I love it.
I think I've seen some of them.
Other online communities remain, including Reddit communities that do not share pornographic images, such as r/SFW Deepfakes, which is short for Safe for Work. Deepfakes for those who may not know. In which community members share deepfakes depicting celebrities, politicians, and others in non-porno scenarios. Other online communities continue to share porn on platforms that have not been banned by deepfake pornography. Anyways. So these are all the areas that it is affecting. So it affects politics. So deepfakes have been used to misrepresent well-known politicians in videos. In acting, there has been speculation about deepfakes being used for creating digital actors for future films, like you said.
I haven't read your shit. Like, that was...
See, we know what's coming, man.
I'm just psychic, I guess.
Digitally constructed, altered humans have already been used in films before, and deepfakes could contribute new developments in the near future. Like, Have you seen Captain America? Like the first one?
No.
Oh. Well, they kind of use a deepfake because before he gets all buff and luscious, they put his face on like a scraggly, like skinny body. And you can kind of tell it's fake.
Oh, did you see the Super Bowl commercial with Jason Momoa?
I don't think so.
Ah! So
what happened?
He comes in to his house and, like, he takes off his muscles. And then he's, like, this skinny, straggly guy. And then he sits down on the couch and he, like, takes off his hair. And he's, like, bald and skinny. And, like, it's funny. But it's really creepy.
Ew! I don't like it. It's probably all this deepfake video stuff, you know? Pornography, which is probably one of the most popular misuses of deepfakes. Many deepfakes on the internet feature pornography of people, often female celebrities, whose likeliness is typically used without their consent. Deepfake pornography prominently surfaced on the internet in 2017, particularly on Reddit.
Big surprise.
Yeah, right? The first one that captured attention was the Daisy Ridley deepfake, which was featured in several articles. Other prominent pornographic deepfakes were of various other celebrities. As of October 2019, most of the deepfake subjects on the internet were British and American actresses. However, around a quarter of the subject are South Korean, the majority of which are K-pop stars.
It's kind of sad, actually. Like,
it's really fucked up.
Fuck up somebody's life, and
yeah, yep, yeah. Especially for revenge porn. Like, I don't know. This is horrible. But I was joking with my coworkers about the subject. I was like, if someone tried to deepfake me, they would immediately see the body and be like, Dolly does not have titties. That is not her. That is fake 100%.
Right.
God damn it. Okay, anyways. In June 2019... a downloadable Windows and Linux application called Deep Nude was released, which used neural networks, specifically generative adversarial networks, to remove clothing from images of women. Fucking creeps. The app had both a paid and unpaid version, the paid version costing $50. On June 27th, the creators removed the application and refunded consumers. Yeah, because fuck you, that's so goddamn creepy.
It is.
Like, I could take a picture of you, upload it, and then see you nudie. Or what they think is nude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not real, but...
It's like, I feel violated. I don't know. Like, don't be a creep. Like, there are professionals who do this as a living. Go support your porn actresses, alright? Go make sure they get paid. It's a dying industry.
Support your local porn star.
Yes, it's a dying industry, man.
Shop local.
FAP local.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Audio deepfakes have been used as part of social engineering scams, fooling people into thinking they are receiving instructions from a trusted individual. In 2019, a UK-based energy firm CEO was scammed over the phone when he was ordered to transfer... Okay, so he was scammed out of about $238,000, rounded up to 240, because why not? So around 240,000 US dollars, and then about 220 euros. 220,000 euros. Yeah. So he scammed the 220,000 euros into a Hungarian bank account by an individual who used audio deepfake technology to impersonate the voice of the firm's parent company's chief executive. The perpetrator reportedly called 3 times and requested a second payment, which was turned down when the CEO realized the phone number of the caller was Australian and that the money was not being reimbursed as he was told it would be.
Fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Austrian, not Australian. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it happens. We get scammers. One of my coworkers received a fake email from the CEO of our company and was like, hey, can you go and get Amazon gift cards and then send me the code? I'll need 10 $50 ones.
Red flag.
She almost did it, but she was like, I don't have this much money. And we're like, no, like, we would always give you the company credit card to make purchases. Anyways, it happens.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking, when we were looking around for a puppy, we found a couple websites and we're looking at them, and I didn't contact them or anything, but, like, they were quite a bit cheaper than most of what people ask for them, and, like, I ended up doing, like, a reverse image search and found that they were taken from other, like, reputable breeders, and they were even, like, the website was even reported as fraudulent. Like, they'll get you to send them to the deposit, and if you say you want to come look at the puppy, they'll just give you an address and let you drive across the country. They don't give a shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's terrifying. Make sure you do your homework, people. Swear to God.
If it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So obviously, yes, this is going to have effects on credibility and authenticity. The presence of deepfakes makes classifying videos as satire or genuine increasingly difficult. So AI researcher Alex Champendard has said people should know how fast things can be corrupted with deepfake technology, and that the problem is not a technical one, but rather one to be solved by trust in information and journalism. Journalism. Can't trust the media! The primary pitfall is that humanity could fall into an age in which it can no longer be determined whether a medium's content corresponds to the truth.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So you're psychic.
Uh-huh.
Similarly, computer science associate professor Hao Li of the University of Southern California states that deepfakes created for malicious use, such as fake news, will be even more harmful if nothing is done to spread awareness of deepfake technology.
Oh, the poor boomers. They're already so bad. It's gonna be so much worse.
Everything. I know. Lee predicts that genuine videos and deepfakes will become indistinguishable in as soon as half a year, as of October 2019, due to rapid advancement in AI intelligence and computer graphics. So boomers have no chance. I mean, us millennials, we still kind of get fooled, but I think, what is it, Gen Z? I think they're going to be the safest.
Yeah.
Because they're even more advanced than us. Shit.
If they're not all, like, Tide Podded out. Just kidding.
Fucking dying from jewels and shit. Anyways. Detection. So most of academic research surrounding deepfake seeks to detect the videos. The most popular technique is to use algorithms similar to the ones used to build the deepfakes to actually detect them.
Smart.
By recognizing patterns in how deepfakes are created in the algorithm, it's able to pick up subtle inconsistencies. So, it's about time we turn the AI against the AI, right? It's still kind of terrifying. Ooh!
Yeah, it's just like computers fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like researchers, fucking Transformers.
Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Fucking Autobots, sorry.
Yeah. Researchers have developed automatic systems that examine videos for errors such as irregular blinking patterns of light. This technique has also been criticized for creating a moving goalpost, where anytime the algorithms for detecting get better, so do the deep fakes.
We're gonna have Autobots. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
Decepticons.
It's like, oh, yeah, seriously, because they're talking to each other. It's like, oh, so you detected that was fake? Okay, well, I'm gonna one-up you. It's like,
better,
chess.
better, 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 better. And they just, like, implode.
Oh my god. The DeepFake Detection Challenge, hosted by a coalition of leading tech companies, hope to accelerate the technology for identifying manipulated content. So there you go. There's a fun little challenge for people to do. It's been a while, obviously, since I originally pulled this up, but Facebook recently banned deepfakes, but new policy may not cover controversial Pelosi video. I'm not much on politics, but basically, Facebook has banned users from posting computer-generated, highly manipulated videos known as deepfakes, seeking to stop the spread of a novel form of misinformation for months before the 2020 presidential election.
I haven't seen... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go for it. It's okay.
I haven't seen the Nancy Pelosi video, but that's like where my mind was going to, like, politics and, like, riling people up and making the divide more extreme, you know, between the two political parties.
Yeah. So I work on Facebook and Instagram and everything, and they are constantly updating and changing their platform and everything, and it just totally screws up everything on my end. But one way that they're trying to, like, combat this is they are banning, like, a lot of links to, like, some articles, because it's one of their way to kind of prevent false information from being sent around, which is a pain in the ass for me, because if I need to share a networking article or a job interview article, like, how is that false information? Just let me fucking post what I need to post.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And also, like, that all sounds good, but Facebook has, like, a liberal bias, too, so I don't know. It just kind of... Like, if you're going to be a platform where people debate and share and have different ideas, you can't favor one side of the political party with what you allow. Like, just because you don't agree with it, because of your moral whatever, the people that run Facebook. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of that happens on Twitter, too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Even, like, with Instagram, they're introducing a badge that verifies on the Instagram post. I have to pull it up again if it's, like, if the news is, like, accurate. But if you're getting your news from, like, Instagram, I think you need just to go to a different platform in general. But I feel like people are trying so hard to control everything because everybody gets offended so easily at everything, and you can't keep everybody happy. Like what you're saying, like you're gonna eventually weigh on more so one side than the other, even when you're not even meaning to, but just trying to keep everybody happy. I don't know.
It's gonna turn into that book I was talking about where, like, you can't have a thought without it being against the ruling political party.
Yeah. You can't control everybody. And I'm sorry, it's the internet. The internet is a wild, wild west. It has always been that way.
And America in general, like, that's one of the things that I think makes me love America more than anywhere else is our right to speak freely about whatever we want, whether it be hateful or not. Like, yeah, being hateful isn't great, and saying things that are mean isn't great, but, like, you still have the right to speak how you feel. and it's important. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's, I can't say I'm excited to see where the shift goes, but if computers, I don't know, zombies freak me the fuck out, and AI intelligence freaks me the fuck out. Because it's like, I guess, wanting to be in control, and you can't control artificial intelligence once it starts teaching itself stuff.
Yeah.
So
Elon Musk, I think, says that one day we will just exist as AI. Like, people will continue to live in the cloud.
Yeah.
Like your essence, all of you. That's like another Black Mirror. Where the guy gets uploaded to the computer and he's just a...
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, There's a few of them where this one guy was, like, controlling, like, copies of people.
I don't know.
And then there's, like, a prison one.
That show's crazy.
Freaks me the fudge out, man. Because it's like, that is literally our future. Like, that is the direction that we are going. Technology scares me.
It is scary. Maybe we're the boomers.
Okay, boomer.
Oh. Well.
Welcome to the Spooky Scary Show, where we get spooked out by creepy AI.
Because we're 55.
Not ghosts. Not murderers. Artificial intelligence.
Spooky. You want to wrap it up?
Sure. So, let us know your thoughts on everything, Ghosties. Join in on the conversation on our Twitter. I'll get better at posting a little bit. I was kind of slacking there, but...
Forgot we had a Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have a Twitter. We have a Reddit. We have Instagram. We got Facebook. So wherever you find us, like, let's start the conversation and just kind of see what your thoughts are. And do you think deepfakes are really gonna be that big of a deal? How do you feel about facial recognition in general? Let us know.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to debate. Let's debate. I like to argue. Michaela knows.
Yeah, debate with Pinky because I'm passive and I'm like, I don't know. Anywho, well, thanks for tuning in thanks for tuning in, Ghosties. I hope you have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. That wraps up the Spooky Scary Show. If you've enjoyed this podcast, click that like or follow button. We are available on Spotify, iTunes, and all major podcast streaming services. Spooky Scary Show is an independent podcast with big dreams. So if you would like to show your support, check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/Spooky Scary Show. Also, join in on the conversation. Follow us on Instagram at Spooky Scary Show for science and spooky facts. Scary you later. Spooky.